Good morning, children. I am Ram Mohan Rao, Physics faculty in Narayana Schools. Today we are going to discuss the key of the assignment conducted on 26/2020. Here, what is first question? How many forces do act on the brick along horizontal direction in the following diagram? See, a diagram is given. We have to say how many forces are acting in horizontal direction. See here, one force is applied force, this is capital F, and there is another force, that is frictional force, which opposes the motion of this body. So this body is it is moving in this direction because of this applied force. So this frictional force opposes that motion, so it acts in the opposite direction. These are the two forces which are acting in the horizontal direction on the body. Next, second question, write the relation between frictional force and normal reaction. See, frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction. Suppose if body is resting on the surface, so normal force acts normal to that surface. If normal force is more, the frictional force will be more. That means what? If it is directly proportional to normal force. If normal force decreases, frictional force also decreases. So F is proportional to N. Next, third question, does friction act on the table resting on the floor? So there is a table which is lying on the ground. It's not moving. So does the frictional force act on it or not? See, the frictional force acts only when the body tends to move, or if it moves, then only the friction force acts. Otherwise, no friction acts. So frictional force, as you know, frictional force, it is always opposing the motion of the body. So it opposes the relative motion of the surfaces. So here the table is just resting, no force is acting, it is not not moving. That's why frictional force doesn't act on the table. Okay, next, fourth question, represent diagrammatically that how the frictional force vary with the area of contact. Here see, there is a block which is lying on the wider area, and it is connected to a spring balance. When the spring balance is pushed, this spring balance shows the frictional force acting on the block. That means what? If the frictional force is acting in this direction, to overcome that friction, you have to pull this spring balance in the opposite direction. So the required force is shown by this spring balance, which is equal to frictional force. Now this block is made to stand on its smaller area. Now again, by using spring balance, it is pulled. Then again, the spring balance shows the same reading. That means what? The force required to pull this block in this position also same. That means what? The frictional force acting on the two blocks is same. From this you can conclude that frictional force is independent of area of contact. Next one is fifth question, how does the frictional force vary with a change in the area of contact in the case of brick? So this question is related to the fourth question. Already here I have explained the frictional force appears to be the same in both the cases. Why? Because it is independent of area of the contact. Next, sixth one, if normal force is doubled, what happens to friction? Discuss. So this is a problem. The answer is frictional force also will be doubled. How? Let us see. See, we know that frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction. From this we can write F1 by F2 equal to N1 by N2. Here what is N1? N1 is N1. First case normal reaction is say N1. In the second case, N2 is double that of N1. Why? Because normal force is doubled. Now in the first case frictional force is say F1. In the second case we have to find what is the frictional force F2. So from this equation 1, F2 is equal to F1 into N2 by N1. Now substitute N2 value. Here what is N2 given? 2N1. So in place of N2, I have written 2N1. N1 get cancelled. Then you will get F2 is equal to 2F1. So from this we can understand the friction force also will be doubled if the normal reaction is doubled. Okay, next third Roman, there are two blanks are given. Seventh one, friction is independent of dash. So in the activity we already discussed. So friction is independent of area of contact. So area of contact is the answer. Now eighth one, dash comes to play to counterbalance the applied force on the body. Suppose if a force is applied on the body, what happens? Okay, if the force is a small force, it doesn't move. Why? Because frictional force counteract on the body. That's why due to frictional force, okay, this body will not move. If you apply more force, then only the body will move. That means what? Whenever a body moves, there is a frictional force acts in the opposite direction. That's why answer is frictional force. That's all. Thank you for listening. I hope